I don't have my glasses on right now, so I can't tell if this is in focus or not. If it's not, that's unfortunate, but surprise, I'm actually doing a Vlogmas update thingy in the morning. Wait. It's 11:50. I just made it. But welcome to Vlogmas day 13. This morning I have been working on my sock. I'm on the gusset part. I don't have a progress keeper because you wouldn't really be able to see where, I don't know, it's weird, but I didn't put a progress keeper, but I'm just on the gusset part. I don't even know if this is clear. I can't even really see myself, okay? I just want to focus solely on that so that I can get that done because I have to do decreases before I get to the plain stockinette part. Once I get to the plain stockinette part, we are home free, okay? What does that even mean? I mean, like, I know what it means, but where did it come from? Is it like a baseball term or something? We're home free. Anyway, I will be doing that. I have some packages coming in today, some yarny goodnesses from yarns that I ordered last month. They're coming in today. They said they're out for delivery, okay? The yarn that I was supposed to get 2 days ago, what's it? Yeah, 2 days ago. That one's coming in today. And then a sock yarn that I got from Sorella's holiday collection. So I'm excited to show you guys that. And then later on, I'm going to show you guys all of my favorite knitting needles and crochet hooks and why I like to use them, etc, etc, etc. Okay, I'm gonna continue knitting on my sock and I will update you guys later. Alrighty guys, I was gonna show you some yarn today, but it still hasn't come in. But it's also still the middle of the day, so anyway, I'm going to show you guys my favorite crochet hooks and knitting needles. As you guys know, I started knitting 3 months ago. It will be 4 months this coming week. Oh my gosh, it'll be 4 months this coming week. So almost 4 months I have been knitting, and I've been knitting like crazy. I didn't realize that I would enjoy knitting this much. Like, I love it so much, and I already have a few knitting needles that are my favorite, like literally my go-to. So first, my go-to needles are my Nitpicks Needles. This is the case that I got for it. It doesn't come with the needles, it comes with like this plastic. I'll show you because I have the shorties, the shorty version as well, which are short interchangeable needles that are on a 16-inch cord, or makes a 16-inch circumference. So this is what the Nitpicks interchangeable needles comes in whatever, but these are the short ones. These are wood, but they have like some sort of lamination or something on them, but they are so nice and so smooth. I will show you the bigger needles so that you can get like a very good look at them. So I put all of my needles here. It goes from 3.5, and I think it stopped at size 8 millimeter, and so then I bought 9 millimeter, 10 millimeter, 9 millimeter, 10 millimeter, and 12 millimeter. I'll show you the 12 millimeter just so you can see what it really looks like. So this is the Nitpicks needle that I always knit with. I go between this one and the next set that I'll show you, but it's just very nice very nice and very smooth, and I don't have any problems with them. I don't have any problems with the connections. I see people say that sometimes their interchangeable needles come loose. These needles, or interchangeable needles, period, come with a little key, and then there's a little hole that you can see in the cord, and you just need to tighten your needle to your cord so it doesn't get loose, because once you do that, you won't have to worry about the connection getting loose or anything like that. But if you don't do that, your needles will for sure start twisting off. I absolutely love these needles. These were actually these were the second set of needles I got. The first set of needles I got were metal needles. I don't like metal needles. There's an exception. I'll let you guys know in a little bit. But I don't like metal needles. I like these wooden ones because they're not rough. They're very smooth. They just have some sort of finish on them that makes it very smooth. And I love that so much. And these are the ones that you'll usually see me using. But there's also another set that I got recently that you'll also see me using a lot more than this now, which are my Lica needles. And I absolutely love this set. I love this set more than I love my Nitpicks ones. The Nitpicks ones are so great. Amazing. Like, literally, get these if you want to get a nice budget-friendly set of needles that feel luxurious still. This one I got because they are just luxurious, okay? These are like, okay, I got this set for like $60 total or something like that. And this one is like $120 plus. It just depends on where you find them. They can be upwards of like $160 plus, but I got this for around $120, or was it like $99 something? The original price is usually between like $120 to $160, but I think I got it for like $100 or $99. But this is what it looks like. I'm currently using my 4mm needles on my Anchor sweater, which you guys will see later this week. Hallelujah. But first of all, I was attracted to it because it's blue, okay? Blue is my absolute favorite color. I'm obsessed with blue. And then these just look so nice. The case is so smooth. Oh, and I liked it because it actually came with a case. This one doesn't come with a case. It just comes with that plastic thing. And I didn't like it because I felt like I needed something that was more secure. So I got this. But this wasn't that much either. It was like $20 or something. Maybe less. But this came with the case. It comes with all that it needs. The cords, the little stoppers, the keys, everything. Just like the Nitpicks one. And I love these even more because, first of all, it comes with size 3.5 until size 12. So I didn't have to buy any extra needles like I did for the Nitpicks one. So they came with the 9, the 10, and the 12, but my Nitpicks one didn't. I had to buy those separately. I had to stop talking for a second, so I forgot what train of thought I was on. But I just like that I didn't have to buy 3 extra sets of interchangeable needles, and that this set just came with all of that. Maybe that's why the price is more, because it comes with more needles, more sets of needles. But anyway, this is what it looks like. If you'll come on, focus, please. Thank you. This is what the needle looks like. So very nice. It is so soft. Like, it's weird to describe a needle as soft, but these are soft and buttery, and they feel so nice on the fingers. And unlike the Nitpicks ones, which are like super smooth and like laminated, it seems like this one doesn't have that kind of finish on it, like that smooth coating on it, but it is still smooth and it is very, very soft. I don't know what goes into it for it to be this soft, but when you're knitting with it, it doesn't even feel like you're using needles, to be honest. Like, you can feel metal needles. Like, when I use metal needles, I can feel them. They're always cold and everything, but these don't make my fingers dry or hurt. And it just feels so good. I just love them so much. They're literally my favorite needles, and I will literally use them every chance I get, okay? These are my favorite. And like I said, I just like the Lica needles because I'm just biased to blue. and they feel so great on my hands. The Nitpicks ones, I love them as well. They are very convenient and they are very smooth and they're wood. So I like them even more because of that as well. So if I were to choose between the Nitpicks and the Lick Needles, I would choose the Lick Needles personally, only because they're blue. That's it. Like, there is no mechanical difference that makes this one better than this one or any functional difference, nothing. Like, this is just as good as this one. I just like this one because it's blue. And I love blue. Oh my gosh. Let me show you the different colors. Like, if you love colors, you will love the Nitpicks needles. Like, look at all the different colors that are available, and this is just in one set. So if you like colorful needles, these are for you. The Lick Needles come in gray, green, this blue color, a pink color, a yellowish color. So you can definitely probably find something that you like with the Lick Needles. Now the next needles that I like, people are like, oh my gosh, didn't you just say you don't like metal needles? Yeah, are the ChiaoGoo needles. Okay, these are still in their packs because I haven't used them yet, but I am using the ChiaoGoo needles on my socks. And first of all, I couldn't find wooden needles that were this small. Secondly, I don't want wooden needles that are that small because once I'm working in such a tiny circumference and with tiny needles, wooden needles tend to snap easily, and I don't want that. I don't want that to happen, especially on 2.25 millimeter needles. And I got this set because these are 3 millimeter needles, and I got them in the 16 inch or the 40 centimeter, 32 inch, 80 centimeter, and 40 inch, 100 centimeters, because my other sets do not come in 3 millimeter needles. And I usually knit petite knits patterns, and for one of the patterns I saw that she used 3 millimeters, and I was like, dang, I need to get 3 millimeters. So I think now that I have the 3 millimeters and up to a 12 millimeter, I even have a 7 millimeter, but they're on fixed circulars. These are fixed circulars as well. I don't mind them being fixed because I won't be using them that often anyway. But these are great. If you love metal needles and you do not like wooden needles, I would suggest ChiaoGoo. Their cables don't stay like folded and turned. They are great for just opening out and not curling back in itself. So for sure, I would suggest the interchangeable set. Any needles that I suggest, interchangeables. And these are so nice to use on my socks, especially since, like I said, they are very tiny needles that I'm using, and they're perfect because I don't have a fear of them snapping or anything. Now I'm going to show you my favorite crochet hooks. I only have one favorite brand and only one brand that I use to crochet everything with, and that is Furls Crochet. I will tell you why I like them, which ones I think if you were to splurge on, you should get, which ones you should not get, and that's it. Yeah. But I have a big Furls collection, and this is one of my boxes. This is the 10, this case is from Furls as well. This is the collector's box, and it comes with 10 slots, just like that. Let me open it up. Those are my hooks. These are the wooden hooks here, and then some resin hooks for the rest of them. These are all size 4 up until the orange one. So size 4 millimeter, and then 5 millimeter, 5.5 millimeter, 6 millimeter. What is this one? 8 millimeter and 9 millimeter. Now, these are my biggest hooks. I only bought them because I was like, okay, maybe, just maybe, I will do something big and chunky, but not often because I despise crocheting with chunky hook and chunky yarn. So the main size that I got, and mostly all of these hooks are size 4 millimeter because it goes with everything. The smaller yarn that I use, I can use 4 millimeter. The worsted weight yarns that I use, I can use 4 millimeter comfortably. So that is the main hook size that I have here. These sizes that you see, the 5mm to the 9mm, are the biggest sizes that I have. I have another collector's box, which is the 20 slot box. So there are slots up here and then slots down here. These are all of my metal furls hooks. And then these are more resin hooks. I have every single resin hook that Furls has. And all of these at the top are all 4mm crochet hooks. And at the bottom, my hooks, okay, let me put that down. At the bottom, my hooks span from 2.25mm until 8mm. And now let me tell you my favorites. All of them. I love all of them. Every single one of them are ones that I love, okay? Personally. I have no qualms about them. If they break, I buy another one. That's not the case for everyone. Now, if I were to suggest, okay, well first let me explain why I love them. I love these hooks so much because they are very lightweight, ergonomic. My wrists never, ever, ever, ever hurt when I'm using these hooks. They have not hurt once. When I used to use the regular like Susan Bates metal hooks, my wrists would hurt so much I'd have to take a break, like long breaks, and then get back to it. Once I bought these hooks, I have never had wrist pain, arm pain, nothing. It is so great for my hand posture. I hold my hooks like this, and they have a long neck, which is perfect for me because my hands rest on them like this. So when I used other hooks, they were so small, my finger was literally falling off the hook, which is a problem because we use the head of the hook to get the yarn. So that was not a great crocheting experience, but I only have great things to say about this brand. Now, if I were to suggest for you to get a resin hook, so all of these colorful ones are resin hooks, which means they are easily breakable, okay? I would suggest someone get a 5mm or 5.5, this is a 5.5mm hook and up. Because as you can see, the neck, this is 9mm, the neck is very thick and very strong. And the shorter, or smaller, sorry, the smaller the hook gets, the skinnier the neck is. This is a size 4mm and this is a size 5.5. So next to each other, you can see that this 4mm is very, very skinny and this one is very thick. If you want to lower the risk of your resin hook breaking, get a bigger size. 5mm, or I'll say 5.5 really, and above, you won't have to worry about snapping your neck of your hook, which I have done before. But it was my fault because I was using big yarn on the small needle. Now the next kind of hooks that Furls has are metal hooks. If you don't want to risk anything at all, get the metal hooks. You won't have to worry about the head snapping, the neck snapping. Like, even with this big one, this is a size 8mm, and this is a size 2.25 or 2.5mm. You can see that the neck is super tiny, but it is metal. So you won't have to worry about the neck snapping or the head snapping or anything like that. It is a few more dollars more than the resin one, but it is much more long lasting than the resin one. I have not snapped a metal hook at all. I have snapped a resin hook by dropping one of them. The head snapped off, and then when I was crocheting and I crocheted through something too tightly, the head snapped with the resin one. But the metal ones, you don't have to worry about that at all. You can drop them, you can fit them through tight spaces, you can use bigger yarn than recommended, and you will be fine. And just like the resin ones, let me get the... So this is an 8mm metal one and an 8mm resin one. So let me just show them together. Like this is very nice. These are very, very nice. And just like the resin one, this one is just as ergonomic, and your wrists feel so great. So great. Your hands feel great. Your arms feel great. Well, at least mine do. I don't know about anyone else, but this one helps with my hand posture, okay? Both of them, like these hooks, period, help with my hand posture. I really don't have anything negative to say about them. I enjoy every single hook. Whenever I crocheted, every single day I chose a different hook to crochet with. And the reason I have so many hooks, you guys will probably be like, girl, like, why do you have so many hooks? Because I don't like to rely on just one hook. I have like, okay, this is 10. I have 16 of the same size hook. 16 4mm furrows hooks. Why? Because I don't want to use one hook too much to the point where it starts to wear out. So if I change between all of them, they will each be used equally. And every day I just feel a different vibe and I pick a different hook and I feel great about it because it's just like, oh, okay, today let me use the Pride hook. Today let me use the Sunny hook. I don't know the name of it. And it just feels great. Or today let me just use a metal hook. I love metal and resin hooks equally. Not like how knitting, I don't like metal needles. I do like metal hooks. So those are all of my favorite knitting needles and crochet hooks. I have a lot more crochet hooks, but I do not use them. I have like the clover hooks, I have the prim hooks, I have the regular Susan Bates hooks, and some other hooks. I don't remember the brand names of them, but I just don't use them anymore because I have found my love. And I don't care to go back to using them. So that is all that I have for my favorites. Let me know what you guys like to use. This sounds like I'm ending the video out. I'm not. I still have to do the advent calendar. But let me know what your favorite hooks are. I swear every time I'm filming, the garage door goes up or something. Anyway, ignore that. Let me know what your favorite hooks are, your brand of hooks, the type of hooks. Do you like plastic hooks, metal hooks, resin hooks? Let me know. Do you like metal needles, wooden needles, plastic needles? What brand of needles do you like? Which ones do you think help your wrist even more? I would love to know. Oh my gosh, wait. I also have straight needles. I bought Furls straight needles, 5mm, but I only bought them just so that I could have them. Like, they're literally just like a decoration. I have not used them before. They come in this little case thingy, and I just loved the way they looked. You can see the size of the needles on the bottom of them. It wouldn't focus earlier, so I won't show them. But yeah, these are straight needles that I have. They look so good. I just love the way they look. These are just needles that I'll literally just have on a shelf and just stare at them, and that's it. Because straight needles are a no-go, okay? I love my wrists too much to use straight needles. Straight needles make my wrists burn. Totally forgot about those, but those are all of the tools that I like to use. Now, let's do the advent calendar. Alrighty, it is day 13, of course, which means it's Advent 13. Yesterday's color finally went in a direction that made sense, okay? It was making sense. It went a reddish tint. It was still like a pinkish tint. It was like a pinkish reddish color. It was dark. So, today, if it continues going dark, I think it will definitely be like a more vibrant version of yesterday's colorway. If not, then I think it will probably start going back light again, which will be so weird because it just came from being light, like just. So here's to hoping for a darker red, okay? Give us those Christmas colors. Let's see. Yes! Yes! Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so wine. Like such a wine color. It's so wine. What the heck does that mean? It's so winey. Look at this color. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. First of all, this would be a good sweater. Like a nice sweater color. This is kind of the color that I want to start getting next year, like super dark, moody colors. And this is for sure it. Oh my gosh. Number 13? Number 13, you are doing what you need to do, okay? There is literally like no other color introduced into here. Like this is literally and truly a tonal. Okay, I found one. Never mind. I spoke too soon. You know, here's a little white splash. Also, black speckles. Do you think these are still blue speckles and it just doesn't show up? But it's showing up as black. So I'm thinking it's black. But maybe it's just the leftover blues from the previous colors, you know, because like every single color for like the past, I don't know, 4 days had blue speckles in them. But this right here, this has to be my favorite color. My favorite color in this advent. Okay, day 6 was definitely beautiful, like with the blue, and it was just like mixed with white and everything. But I live for dark colors, okay? Now let's see this next to the entire advent so far so we can see how this is unfolding and how it's starting to make a lot of sense now, okay? Yesterday it made sense. Today is back on track to making sense. Okay, here's today's colorway. Okay, see, like it's making sense now. It's getting darker. I'm loving that. Now, tomorrow's colorway, I'm kind of stumped because this is very dark. So I don't know if it's going to be even darker, like black red, or if it's going to start getting lighter again and transitioning into a different color. Maybe tomorrow's colorway will be darker and introduce a new color, or maybe it'll be a little lighter and introduce a new color as well. This is the entire thing so far. It makes sense now. Look at it. Oh, it looks so great. This is day 6, by the way. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is day 6. So this one is my favorite. And then this one is my favorite. Oh, I love it. Like I said, no clue. Like, I can't even guess what tomorrow's colorway would be. Today, it kind of made sense. Not kind of. It did make sense for the color to get darker. That's why I like confidently suggested and guessed like, yeah, it's gonna be a darker red. But right now, it could literally go either way. It can go light, it can go dark, because this is really the darkest the color has been for the past like week, okay? But that is all that I have for this video. Like I said before, or asked before, let me know what your favorite crochet hooks and knitting needles are, the brand, the type that you like to use, etc. Because the ones I showed you are my top favorites. If I have a new favorite, then I'll let you guys know in the future. But for now, these are it. And remember to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new and you haven't done so already, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with another vlog. Hopefully my yarn comes in so I can give you some yarny goodness. Okay, bye!